talk about three things, Gauri. One is what I call hashtag Ilearneveryday, and I'll talk a little bit about it. Hashtag Everyvoicematters, and a third practice which is hashtag self-care. You can see I'm heavily into hashtags at the moment, having a bit of fun with that. So let me talk about I learn every day. I truly approach my job as I am on a learning curve. Every single day I tell myself what I need to learn. And that makes me feel like a learner every day. It makes me curious. It makes me open to asking stupid questions because I always see myself as a learner. And I've followed that up by putting time and effort behind learning. So when I'm planning my diary for the year, I would only plan for 60% of the diary to be in work. 40% will be put together to meet interesting people, to go for conferences, to go for TED Talks, to just open my mind to what's happening, to go for an immersion to Silicon Valley or go for an immersion to Alibaba. So at least 40% of my diary every year for the last 10 or 12 years is focused on things I need to learn, which I might not make sense of today, but the dots will connect someday. It allows me to have a view into the future. I feel very privileged because in the job that I'm doing, so many authors come to spend time, so I come to know what are the latest concepts people are writing about, thinking about. I talk to consultants on the work they're doing, on future of work, future of employment, things that I'm passionate about. And I follow this up in my personal life also by every year learning something new. So right now I'm learning Spanish, and Duolingo is the best app possible. Recommended. So every year I take up something. It could be horse riding one year, it could be golfing, it doesn't matter. Every year learn something new. I've even learned to play the keyboard, Gauri. Can you imagine? I never knew how to sing or do anything like that. So keeps me young, keeps me fresh, keeps me always hungry and curious. My second practice is about inclusion. I really believe every voice matters. I believe everyone's voice matters. It doesn't matter what level you are at. I have never been hierarchy conscious. Everybody gets the same treatment from me, whether they are at the reception greeting me or they are the CEO of the company. I've always treated everyone equally. It's a big value for me. Inclusion is at the heart of everything I do. So I ensure any team meeting, the way I run it, I will ensure every voice is heard. So I will make sure everyone gets a chance to say their piece. And if they say I have nothing to say, that's fine, but I will provide that platform and opportunity. It could be a small meeting, it could be an important meeting. I always make sure every voice matters. So many times people come to present to me and there'll be 5 people, 1 will do the presentation, 4 will be sitting around. But I will always pause the meeting and say, what do each of you feel? Do you feel this is right? Do you feel we should be doing something differently? And I listen deeply and listen with empathy. What I ensure is when I'm in a meeting, I'm technology off, no phones, no laptops. You get 100% of my eye contact, 100% of my listening. It's a simple thing, but so few leaders do it. So that's the second practice I do. My third one, in many ways I think is the most important one, is hashtag self-care. I do believe you will not have energy and passion to give the world if you don't look after yourself. And fitness of all forms is important. So from very long, I've had a personal trainer. I make sure I'm physically fit. You remember I used to be obese some stage in my life, pretty fat. So going through that experience and ensuring that I'm always fit has become very important for me. I also believe in gratitude lists. I write a list every day, every night before sleeping about 3 things I'm grateful for. And I get both my children to do it. They do it under protest, but they still do it. I try and make sure that I appreciate what's around me. I go for long walks in nature or long jogs, particularly in nature, not listening to music, to declutter my mind and just be one with nature. I go to the temple every Sunday. In fact, I run to the temple every Sunday. And I am probably the only devotee in the temple with skin fits and a tight, jogging t-shirt, but who cares? And then I sit and meditate and just reflect on the week and thank God, thank the universe, and then move on to the next week and the next challenges that are there for me. So those are my 3 practices. Learn, be curious about learning all the time. Include everyone because everyone has so much to contribute. And take care of yourself. Hashtag self-care.